Good Morning Las Vegas.
I knew my child didn't run away. I knew something else happened to my child.
And happening right now at 6 a.m., a mom devastated after learning her missing 13-year-old son is likely dead. The heartbreaking interview you'll see only right here on 13 Action News.
Plus, at 6 a.m., people in One Valley neighborhood claim short-term renters are making their lives miserable. We'll show you the unique way they're fighting back.
But right now, big backup on the 95 at Durango. Boy, if you're going southbound, we have a warning for you. A semi caught fire, and it is causing some big problems for drivers. Yasmin is staying on top of this. Yasmin.
Yeah, that semi actually caught fire last night, but crews are still out there right now. So here's what you need to know. Southbound 95 right near Durango shut down. Northbound is very light traffic. Everything is fine northbound. But if you're heading south on the 95, you're being forced off at Durango. That's exit 93. Let me give you another look at what's going on. You can see very windy out there. Our camera's blowing around, but a lot of emergency crews are out there. Luisa's in live drive waiting to get an update. We just heard that a sergeant's going to come out and talk to her right now. But again, you're going to be forced off at Durango. I think I would just avoid that area this morning of the 95 and take surface streets. Here's what it looks like at Durango and Elkhorn. But if you do want to hop on the highway, the Centennial Bowl is clear this morning. We do have other crashes to warn you about on your surface streets, and I'll be back with those in just a few minutes.
Wind is blowing pretty strong out there, Yasmin. We are enjoying some sunshine, just a few high clouds, but a steady wind from the north at 18 miles per hour at McCarran, 21 mile per hour breeze at Nellis right now. And it's cooler this morning than it was yesterday. Mid-50s in Summerlin, 60 officially in Las Vegas. Here's the forecast on this TGIF. Right now, it's only around 60 degrees. We'll spend most of the day in the 60s, but during the afternoon, we'll briefly see high temperatures in the low 70s. Todd, coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk about how strong the winds will be as we head from this morning on into this afternoon and tonight.
All right, Justin, thank you. Well, this morning, 13-year-old Aaron Jones, his mom right now is speaking only with 13 Action News. The boy's body was found earlier this week right near Boulder Highway and Sahara. His father, Paul Jones, has now been charged with the murder. Now, though the coroner has not confirmed that body belongs to Aaron, police do say they have substantial evidence to charge Paul. Aaron was first reported missing earlier this month, but his family hadn't seen him since December. The boy's mom says last time she spoke with him, everything seemed fine.
I actually got to communicate with my son over the phone. He made everything seem normal.
When did you talk with him? Do you remember or no?
I talked to him all over the winter, and all he said is everything's okay. I knew my child didn't run away. I knew something else happened to my child.
Aaron's father had won custody of him about a year ago. Now, since then, he had been living with his dad and was being kept from his mom's family. And coming up at 6:30, you're going to hear from the family member who found what is presumed to be Aaron's body earlier this week.
Well, breaking overnight, a fight in a Valley parking lot turns even more violent, and someone was shot. Police tell us people in two cars started shooting at each other. It happened right near Maryland Parkway and Tropicana. That's over on the east side. One man was hit in the leg, but he's expected to be okay.
All right, Dana, new this morning, people in One Valley neighborhood are getting handwritten letters on their front door. Their neighbors are telling them not to rent out their houses anymore. They claim Airbnb renters are bringing trouble to the neighborhood. Marissa Keniston is live near Charleston and Las Vegas Boulevard with more.
Oh, this is a copy of one of those letters being sent out. This one was actually sent directly to somebody here from out of town, just staying at an Airbnb. It says right on it, "We are vehemently opposed to your presence here." It's one of two letters being circulated, one for homeowners, one for visitors using Airbnb. Now, I was able to track down one of the people writing these letters. His concern isn't with the amount of short-term rentals, it's the activity that's sometimes being done inside. Now, some short-term rental properties are legal in the city of Las Vegas, but according to Airbnb's website, they do have noise regulations and party policies. The man I talked with said these aren't always followed.
This is not where they filmed The Hangover, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what part of residential neighborhood our elected officials don't understand. We don't want this kind of thing in our neighborhood.
Now, I did reach out to city officials about some of these complaints with the rental properties out here. Hear what they're doing about it coming up later in the newscast. Marissa Kiniston, 13 Action News.
Thanks, Marissa. Metro detectives who turned a cold case into an arrest are being honored for their hard work. In February 2009, Eric Brill was shot and killed at a house party. Police didn't have many leads, but detectives Rich Moreno and Darren Cook never gave up. They spent years trying to solve this case and eventually got indictments against 4 people, getting closure for the victim's mom.
It's painful losing Eric. It's painful being without him. But I'm able to breathe a little bit now. I'm able to grieve him in a more positive manner.
Detectives Cook and Moreno were just 2 of the many fine officers honored yesterday. Others were honored for patrolling high-profile events like the final presidential debate and responding to the car crash on the Strip outside the Paris Hotel. New this morning, a popular grocery store in the Central Valley is closing and customers are not happy.
Yeah, Parker Collins right now is live near Sahara and Decatur to explain what's going to happen at Trader Joe's. Parker.
Every time I go inside this location, I hear people talking about it. This one near Sahara and Decatur will be closing this summer, just in a few weeks. Now, there is a location up in downtown Summerlin, but a lot of customers say that's just too far away. And they are opening one soon in Centennial Hills, but again, same problem, too far away. So for a lot of people, they're counting on the days that they have with this Trader Joe's. And just for some perspective, this one has been in the neighborhood here for more than 2 decades.
I'm very sad about it. I won't be able to go at their new location. And it's very busy, always. So I'm very surprised that it's closing.
So not everyone has lost all hope. There are a few customers who are trying to do something about this. I'll explain what later in the newscast. Reporting live, Parker Collins, 13 Action News.
All right, Parker, thank you. Certainly a popular location there.
It is.
All right, well, coming up, a warning this morning about a deadly superbug, why the CDC is calling this a serious global health threat.
And coming up later.
I saw children who could flourish, who could grow if they were just accepted.
How a former teacher is giving kids with special needs a voice.
Already windy outside this morning from the north at about 25 miles per hour. 20-mile-per-hour winds with some 35-mile-per-hour gusts expected this afternoon. I will let you know how long it stays windy into your weekend with the 7-day planner.
Feels she was ripped off.
13 Action News, Trisha Keene, exposing illegal body shops in the valley.
Get the hell out of the office.
The Contact 13 investigation that has the feds taking action to keep you from becoming a victim. 13 Action News, tonight, live at 11.